What's up, Johnny? Zam, bro.
Where I come from, the darkness won. I have witnessed this firsthand. I refuse to let it happen again. It's time the truth presented itself to you. Darkness resides within, beckoning you. This is a truth we cannot hide from, and so we must embrace it. The line between light and dark is so very thin. Let's cross it together.
Yo, what's up, y'all? The beat. Me too, chilling, bro. Chilling with all this rain going on. Chilling. The storm passing over, I guess.
I will give these guardians the destruction they crave.
Raining hard, bro. I wish we had it right here. We might get it later this week though. What's up, 2 Series Y? What's up, bro?
This is what I brought you.
Damn, homie. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you don't mind.
Peggy 16.
Why is thing like that? There we go. Big.
Can't shake them. Giving engines full power.
I still don't know. Yeah.
This is gonna be close.
I'm getting on PS5. Man, put that on PS5, bro.
Pilots,
For hope. For the new republic.
Vengeance will be ours.
Seize that moment.
That ring hard, bro.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
So PS5 gonna sell so damn fast. Yeah, I signed up for the pre-order thing that they had. I think I posted the link in your Discord. I ain't sure.
Death Star is gone. Zero Fleet is still a threat. And that's why. Let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2
Yeah, I signed up for it too.
stations. Fire on that ship! And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience. You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of
Audio
you
check,
provides
audio
critical
check, audio
feedback
check.
about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Alright, we good.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
One of my
Yeah,
spies
bro.
has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it. To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting
Okay.
enemy fighters.
Okay.
Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
I like when you ran to
Got a
the
preferred
end.
component? Need something customized? I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you
38
need
more
to
minutes.
customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an
So what I'm
arsenal
gonna
of
do
components
is,
that alter how your ships fly,
while we
fight,
wait,
and survive.
we'll watch these doing
They're on you.
trailers.
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically
I'm gonna
change your
play some,
loadout depending on your
Neo 2.
squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle. Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents
Yeah,
or
kill the
set
time.
up your squad mates for the kill. For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front
Damn.
line by winning the dogfight in the center
Just got
of
on,
the map.
motherfucker. Send a fucking
Next,
invite to
attack or defend
GTA.
two medium-sized capital ships.
I ain't even playing that game.
We've lost our
I might
capital
log in to
ship.
get my money though.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagship safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play. Speedy, unrelenting assaults,
Stay together, strike quickly.
stealth and subversion,
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
Fortnite when it updated, bro. You seen the Fortnite season tag, Johnny?
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
Yeah, it look lit. I might play it. You're a fucking lie. You can play it. You don't play Fortnite.
You Tommy? Detective Narvis.
How long you been in town?
3 years.
Might move that chat back down.
They handed you a Morello case
That's not what chat about.
right out of the gate. That's what the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you? Case must be getting pretty cold by now. Or you got something like warmed up.
Can't, man.
I might have something.
There you go. Yeah, down there.
What do they call you, son? Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Yeah, man, you don't play on Fortnite. Mafia Trilogy. Buy it now.
You are here to restore order to my world. With the demons in control, you understand the threat they pose to all my creations.
Doom got some new DLC coming out. The Ancient Gods, Part 1. Full trailer reveal. Opening night live. Fall Guys. Yo, welcome to the stream, everyone. You're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Hit that like button. Yeah, it is. Very fun game. Let me see some right quick. Thanks for hitting that like button, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Never dreamed of it, kiss that away, bring me bliss that away. What a kiss that away, what a wonderful feeling to feel that away. Tell me, where have you been all my life? Oh, hot diggity, dog diggity, from what you do to me.
gotta stop playing Fall Guys again.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit more of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new game built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5.
They have found us, Ratchet.
Like hockey right
This
here.
is the first Ratchet & Clank adventure that we've done in a long time, and we're super excited. This is a game that tells the story of an arch nemesis coming to town and accidentally damaging the fabric of space-time, causing dimensional rifts
Ratchet
to
& Clank
erupt
Rift
all
Apart, bro.
throughout the world. Ratchet & Clank is a series that prides itself on exploration of exotic worlds and bringing you to places you've never been before. And that's something that we're really striving for, and that PlayStation 5 is really allowed with just increased horsepower. The number of objects in the world and the things to explore, the enemies around, the effects, everything is more. This is what we're trying to do, is build worlds that feel real and are bringing you in. You're exploring these brand new spaces. And this is something that we never could have done on previous generations. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a game that utilizes dimensions and dimensional
Damn, the way
rifts,
it should look. For
and
real,
that would
bro.
not have been possible without the solid-state drive of the PlayStation 5. The SSD is screamingly fast. It allows us to build worlds and project players from one place to another in near instantaneous speeds. It is unbelievable game changer in terms of
Hit that like
we can now do
button,
gameplay
homies.
where you're in
I
one world and
appreciate
the
y'all.
next moment you're in another.
If y'all subscribe,
And
y'all
we're
can
loading
get a
up
shout out in the
levels
stream
that
live.
happen so quickly and in the action that you don't even imagine that this is something that we couldn't do before because it feels so natural. Long gone are loading screens. Now it's all about bringing exciting new adventures. The DualSense controller of the PlayStation 5 is tailor-made for Ratchet & Clank weaponry. The amount of tactile feedback that you get when you're using our weapons it makes them feel way more powerful, and also lets you know how the weapon is behaving. One of the examples of our weapons is the Enforcer. It's like a double-barrel shotgun, and it uses the adaptive triggers to give you tension. As you're moving your finger down halfway, you can fire one barrel. If you pull it all the way down, you can fire both barrels. But all along the way, you can feel the difference between the tension tightening up, and it just makes all of our weapons much more immersive and powerful feeling. Another thing we can't wait for you to experience is 3D spatial audio. This really is a fundamental difference between listening to a television set and going out into the middle of a forest. It brings you into these worlds in a way that we've never been able to do before. We at Insomniac have been working on Ratchet & Clank for almost 20 years, and these are characters that we love, and this is really the culmination of all that work and effort that we've put in. We can't wait to show you more about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart in the future, but until then, thanks for watching.
With Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, I think we're finally able to fully realize that vision from 20 years ago of putting you in the boots, allow you to see through the eyes of someone who was actually there. And that's been the most exciting and fulfilling part of the project.
There's no moment in this game where like you're just relaxed, right? You're in a war zone.
You are a member of the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. That allows us to tell a story where the player gets to go to all these incredible places.
VR adds such another level to it just because people want to naturally interact with things how they do in the real world.
Whether you're like inside a Sherman tank or at an airfield or sneaking into a Nazi subbase, the level of immersion is unprecedented.
Through the power of VR, you're climbing a wall, you're pulling out your gun, you're catching a grenade in midair and throwing it back. Those are all things that you end up doing yourself.
It's exciting and it's terrifying and it's fun and it's cool kind of helping create these experiences for people.
We are making a game about the reality of World War II. So for us, the authenticity was everything.
When you put that headset on, you feel like you're back in World War II era Europe.
It's a very surreal experience to be there without being there.
You're not watching history on a flat screen. You're experiencing history with your own eyes.
We had the opportunity to sit down and interview combat veterans from World War II.
It's very emotional and it's very inspiring. And that's what draws us to dive deep for our characters.
And putting you as the player on an adventure that spans some of the biggest moments of the war.
Medal of Honor franchise immediately gives us something more intimate, more cinematic.
Games are at their best when they're immersive, and we're finding all sorts of little things that you can't do in traditional games.
Having the backing of Respawn and Oculus gives us the ability to push those boundaries in ways that it hasn't been pushed before.
When you see someone play it, when they just kind of lose themselves into the game, it's been pretty impressive.
If the game we're making ignites people's imaginations and illuminates the world, then we've accomplished what we set out to do.
I use it in Call of Duty. Made by Respawn. I'm getting it. Yeah, I know you getting it. You be hauling that VR. I still got a good VR.
We are soldiers, each our own force. Join the Armistice Alliance. Join the Armistice Alliance. Stand up for your brothers.
He was right until that treaty collapsed and chaos set in. Now we got friends on the ground who need professionals to get the job done right. Shadow Company has actionable intel and the best warfighters money can buy. So I ask you, who do you want to be? And who do you want on your team? Join us.
We awoke from one nightmare into another. Not on our dying Earth, but somewhere much
understand what's going on around you. You are in a state of war, and you have precious little time to save yourself. There's a slow process which we call active measures. The first stage being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. The next stage is destabilization. What matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. The next stage is crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy. Period of normalization. This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to put a big brother government in Washington, D.C., who will promise loads of things, never mind whether the promises are fulfilled or not. Bomb is ticking. With every second, the disaster is coming closer and closer. The danger is real.
He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
Pardon me.
Welcome to Bastion.
To the good people of Revendreth, Maldraxxus must stay true. If we fail, the Shadowlands will fall. Light, save my soul.
Where I come from, the Darkness One. I have witnessed this firsthand. I refuse to let it happen again. It's time the truth presented itself to you. Darkness resides within, beckoning you. This is a truth we cannot hide from. And so we must embrace it.
Yeah, tell me why it just came out. Yeah, Freeman, Hitman free on Epic Games.
Is so very thin. Let's cross it together.
Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Peggy 16.
For real, me too, bro.
Pilots, you are the Empire's strength. We do not accept defeat.
Remember why we fly.
Hit that like button, people. Help the stream.
Vengeance will be ours.
Seize that moment.
When the perfect shot makes history.
5 pilots.
1 squadron.
The galaxy's finest.
Okay, we did everything right there, bro. This thing really don't want to let me change my thumbnail, bro. Let's see if I can do it like this.
The second Death Star is gone. The Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadron. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience. You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
There it is.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it.
Star Wars Squadron will be lit, bro.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
I'ma
Support ships can keep
I'ma hide
allies
my
safe and
overlay.
stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
This part.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
If you've got a preferred component,
I like that.
something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you! I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy. Finally got him! This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle. Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unlocked.
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate lever takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down. At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play. Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
This galaxy.
You Tommy? Detective Narvis.
How long you been in town?
3 years. They handed you the Morello case. Right out of the gate. That's what the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you? Case must be getting pretty cold by now. Or you got something like warm it up? Yeah, I might have something. What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
You are here to restore order to my world. With the demons in control, you understand the threat they pose to all my creations.
Walmart and Microsoft launched joint bid to buy TikTok. Lord, for real? That's crazy.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit more of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new game built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5.
They have found us, Ratchet.
This is the first Ratchet & Clank adventure that we've done in a long time, and we're super excited. This is a game that tells the story of an arch nemesis coming to town and accidentally damaging the fabric of space-time, causing dimensional rifts to erupt all throughout the world. Ratchet & Clank is a series that prides itself on exploration of exotic worlds and bringing you to places you've never been before. And that's something that we're really striving for, and that PlayStation 5 has really allowed with just increased horsepower. The number of objects in the world and the things to explore, the enemies around, the effects, everything is more and more. This is what we're trying to do, is build worlds that feel real and are bringing you in. You're exploring these brand new spaces. And this is something that we never could have done on previous generations. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a game that utilizes dimensions and dimensional rifts, and that would not have been possible without the solid-state drive of the PlayStation 5. The SSD is screamingly fast. It allows us to build worlds and project players from one place to another in near instantaneous speeds. It is unbelievable game changer in terms of we can now do gameplay where you're in one world and the next moment you're in another. And we're loading up levels that happen so quickly and in the action that you don't even imagine that this is something that we couldn't do before because it feels so natural. Long gone are loading screens.
Logos you got,
now
bro.
It's all about bringing exciting new adventures. The DualSense controller of the PlayStation 5 is tailor-made for Ratchet & Clank weaponry. The amount of tactile feedback that you get when you're using our weapons it makes them feel way more powerful. It also lets you know how the weapon is behaving. One of the examples of our weapons is the Enforcer. It's like a double-barrel shotgun, and it uses the adaptive triggers to give you tension. As you're moving your finger down halfway, you can fire one barrel. If you pull it all the way down, you can fire both barrels. But all along the way, you can feel the difference between the tension tightening up.
Much better.
And it just makes all of our weapons much more immersive and powerful feeling. Another thing we can't wait for you to experience is 3D spatial audio. This really is a fundamental difference between listening to a television set and going out into the middle of a forest. It brings you into these worlds in a way that we've never been able to do before.
Like that.
We at Insomniac have been working on Ratchet & Clank for almost 20 years, and these are characters that we love. And this is really the culmination of all that work and effort that we've put in. We can't wait to show you more about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart in the future, but until then, thanks for watching.
Hit the like button, homies. Support the channel. Every like helps. Alright. 10 minutes.
Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, I think we're finally able to fully realize that vision from 20 years ago of putting you in the boots, allow you to see through the eyes of someone who is actually there. And that's been the most exciting and fulfilling part of the project.
this game where like you're just relaxed, right? You're in a war zone.
You are a member of the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. That allows us to tell a story where the player gets to go to all these incredible places.
VR adds such another level to it just because people want to naturally interact with things how they do in the real world.
Whether you're inside a Sherman tank or at an airfield or sneaking into a Nazi subbase, the level of immersion is unprecedented.
Through the power of VR, you're climbing a wall, you're pulling out your gun, you're catching a grenade in midair and throwing it back. Those are all things that you end up doing yourself.
It's exciting and it's terrifying and it's fun and it's cool kind of helping create these experiences for people.
We are making a game about the reality of World War II. So for us, the authenticity was everything.
When you put that headset on, you feel like you're back in World War II era Europe.
It's a very surreal experience to be there without being there.
You're not watching history on a flat screen. You're experiencing history with your own eyes.
We had the opportunity to sit down and interview combat veterans from World War II.
It's very emotional and it's very inspiring. And that's what draws us to dive deep for our characters.
And putting you as the player on an adventure that spans some of the biggest moments of the war.
Medal of Honor franchise immediately gives us something more intimate, more cinematic.
Games are at their best when they're immersive, and we're finding all sorts of little things we can't do in traditional games.
Having the backing of Respawn and Oculus gives us the ability to push those boundaries in ways that it hasn't been pushed before.
When you see someone play it, when they just kind of lose themselves into the game, it's been pretty impressive.
If the game we're making ignites people's imaginations and illuminates the world, then we've accomplished what we set out to do.
We are soldiers, each our own force. Join the Armistice. Join the Armistice Alliance. Stand up for your brothers.
He was right until that treaty collapsed and chaos set in. Now we got friends on the ground who need professionals to get the job done right. Shadow Company has actionable intel and the best warfighters money can buy. So I ask you, who do you want to be? And who do you want on your team? Join us.
We awoke from one nightmare into another. Not on our dying Earth, but somewhere much what we found didn't save humanity. It consumed it. We awoke changed. The anomaly unleashed within us, burning with power. Impossible power. Us of our humanity, yet gives us so much more. Each step taking us further from what we were, and closer must become.
What's going on with IGN, bro? I think I skipped.
What goes through the mind of a psycho? We are about to find out.
Say hello to a torturing nightmare! On board the pain wagon!
It's just following an angry anthropomorphic brain train into a strange portal. What's the worst that could happen?
Open bestiality!
It's sesame, you meathead.
I am the meat maestro!
Hope you're up for some weird stuff, Vault Hunter.
Love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on. City like any other. Just bigger. Nah, mano. Not just any other city. Legends are born here.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman, and this is my hot and stinky apartment. I realize you probably have a lot of questions right now. Like, who is this guy? Not that important. Is this the show? No. Just to be clear, this is the pre-show. This is you and me for the next 20 minutes getting excited about Opening Night Live proper, the big show. That one is going to look nice. That one's got Jeff Keighley. That one's got a budget. It's going to be fancy looking. Not like
It's too funny.
And then you might be thinking, wait, is the next 20 minutes just this guy with his headband talking to me about stuff? No. It's going to be
Y'all hit that like button.
But most
Turn
of
up.
the show is trailers. We have world premiere trailers right here for the pre-show. If anything,
I see
my
these
job
world
is just
premieres,
to
bro.
smile at you and fill time in between trailers. In fact, we should, I think, start off with a trailer. We'll talk about Opening Night Live. It's going to be big and fun and awesome, but I feel like the best way to kick off a pre-show is just to get right into one. Our first world premiere trailer is a game that was just announced earlier this year at an Inside Xbox event from Bandai Namco. This is Scarlet Nexus.
Intruders were just detected.
We have to work together.
you're just now joining us, this is the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. That was a trailer for a video game and not an anime. And I'm Kyle Bossman, not important. For the next 20 minutes, much less than now, we are counting down the minutes until the big show, Opening Night Live, in which you're going to get fresh looks at Fall Guys Season 2, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War was just announced yesterday. We're already getting to see more of that tonight. Lots of things to see. Cindy Goodman from IGN is going to be giving out the Gamescom awards for Best PC Game, Best PlayStation Game, Best Xbox Game, as well as talking about some brand new shows from IGN that they are debuting this week at Gamescom. Lots of stuff in ONL. It is going to be a chunky, thick show. But in the meantime, for this pre-show, it is time now for another world premiere on our end. The game next that we're going to see is called Quantum Error. And parents, let me warn you now, it's time to put the kids to bed. Because it's about to get scary as hell in here. I don't care if you're in the Western Hemisphere and it is the afternoon. Put the kids to bed.
God did. You got warned. Voice like it sound familiar.
Use them to travel the stars. Humanity's reach will be infinite.
Okay.
We've got a lot more world exclusive trailers to go, more pre-show to go, an interview with Jeff Keighley. Next up, we have a car brand synonymous with racing and innovation and a key partner of Gamescom for years, Ford. They're about to exclusively reveal the first ever car made with gamers for gamers. Check it out.
Ford knows racing. In 2019, we brought our love of racing to gaming, and Team Fordzilla was born. And that was just the beginning. In May, we launched Project P1 to design a car in collaboration with gamers for gaming. This project was a global first, and our designers let their imagination go wild. So on to our first global announcement. Please welcome our first ever Team Fordzilla Project P1 model.
What the fuck? Futuristic ass game. Bruh. Team Fordzilla.
And now our second global announcement. You got us so excited with Project P1 that we are now committing to make a real world version of this groundbreaking car.
What?
If I didn't have
Bruh.
games, I guess I would just be writing a lot more. Video games and writing are absolutely my two favorite passions, and I just managed to combine them into a job. So I feel like
That's
honestly,
crazy.
I probably would have finished a couple of books.
If there was no game, what else would I do? I mean, I like tech, but you need to do things on the technology. And so if I can't play things, if I wasn't into gaming, yeah, it'll be a lot out TV watching.
If there's out there a universe where I'm not a gamer, then I probably would start to game.
I think I will try something to put some smile on the face of everyone.
I would watch a lot more movies and read more books and get bored.
Facts.
Welcome back to the Opening Night Live pre-show. This is only the second year of ONL existing, but I think it is safe to say that this year's will be unconventional. So to tell us what to expect from the show this year, please welcome Jeff Keighley. We are now joined by Jeff Keighley, host and executive producer of Opening Night Live. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Cal. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So back in April, Gamescom said we're going digital this year. When did you start thinking about ONL and how that's going to look?
Well, we knew last year we were going to do another ONL this year because it was a big success. But yeah, we had no idea what format it was going to take. Normally we are in Cologne. This year we're doing it from Los Angeles. But actually, Gamescom came to me and said, we definitely want to do ONL. It's a digital event for the whole world. So even if we don't have something physically in Germany, we still want to do this show with you. And I said I was doing Summer Game Fest, and maybe we can bring all these things together to create this grand finale for the show. And all summer I was really hoping to do a show that was a little bit bigger than I've been, broadcasting from home here for many months. And I wanted to do something with kind of a set and a little bit of spectacle to it, and bring the whole industry together. And that's what we're going to do.
So is it going to be just as long as a regular show?
Yeah, we have like 2 hours of stuff to show folks from across the industry.
Damn.
Like the big stuff, the biggest games out there like Call of Duty, and then a lot of really interesting titles. Of course, we're going to have some amazing next-gen stuff in the show, and Fall Guys Season 2, which has become a thing over the past couple of weeks. So it's really fun to have like the big and the small and the surprises and next-gen all blended together. But yeah, it's a full-blown show, 2 hours.
Is it going to be just back-to-back trailers, or are you going to do some interviews and demos?
You will definitely see trailers. You will see some extended gameplay demos of some titles as well. There will be a few interviews with a couple of developers. We've got some special guests. And one thing I will say kind of right out of the gate is that this is not sort of wall-to-wall shock and awe announcements of new games similar to last year at Gamescom. We have some really big updates on games that fans are excited about and meaningful, but the kind of big surprise announcements, we have a few things in the show, and we have lots of great things planned for the Game Awards. But similar to last year, this is really a showcase of like big holiday games coming next year that you know about. So I would tell people to set their expectations to be really meaningful updates on existing games versus blowing you away with surprise shock announcements.
Great. Jeff, I'm personally looking forward to the show.
Well, me too. It's been really fun to build this, but even working with our team, it's been challenging to do things safely in the era of COVID, and it's meant a lot to me that Gamescom said we still want to do this show, and I think for all of us in the industry, we want that big showcase. So I'm just really excited to honestly like leave home, do like have a set, and you'll see we've got like screens and lights, and it's. If we do it right, we're going to hopefully create that magic moment that we haven't felt this summer, right? And a lot of the events this summer have been pre-taped, and they've been great and lots of cool game info, but I really wanted to do something live with a lot of energy to it. So if we do things right, that's what people are about to see.
Very cool. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for hosting the pre-show.
I'm doing my best. So just so we're all on the same page about what just happened, that was basically an interview with my boss using questions that I mostly already know the answers to. So considering all that, I think that went pretty well. Next up, we do have another world premiere trailer, baby. Vroom, vroom, Hong Kong.
When does it start? Oh, it started just now. And the official show started in 4 minutes. Matthias? Make sure y'all hitting that like button. I appreciate that, bro. Subscribe if you haven't. You get a shout out in stream live. This is the pre-show. The pre-show almost over. Probably about 3-4 more minutes. No problem, Matthias. What game's this? This is GameCom, Rambo. We're going to be showing a whole lot of trailers of games that's coming out this year and next year. Next gen and current gen. Hit that like button, Rambo.
So you think like a vampire bit a car and sucked out gas? To be continued. It is now time for the part of the pre-show that I've been reading your
Thanks,
live
Rambo,
comments.
for hitting that
I
like
see
button.
them
I
right
appreciate
now.
you.
Everybody's blowing up, demanding
2 more minutes.
Kyle's 10 reasons to be excited for opening night live. Well, let's kick it off. Reason number 10 to be excited for opening night live 2020, feeling excited for next gen again. Number 9, Jeff Keighley wardrobe reveal. Number
What?
8 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020, Destiny trailers are usually pretty good. Number 7, it will mean this
Have you ever
pre-show
played
is
World
finally
Tanks?
over.
No,
Number
I've seen
6,
this free though.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Number 5 reason to be excited for ONL 2020, Shadow Drops. Number 4, Fall Guys Season 2. Number 3, reason to be excited for ONL 2020. Actual gameplay from a mysterious PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ooh. Number 2, everything else in my life sucks right now. And the number 1 reason to be excited for opening night live 2020. Jeff Keighley said it's gonna be good. We have one final world premiere trailer to show off. And this trailer is an announcement
I might get it on
of
Switch.
a Switch version of a popular game from 2018 that can only be described as Dinosaursy. Enjoy.
I think that things are going to turn out differently. Huh? Well, the ones
I think it's.
because they
I don't know.
believe
I ain't
that
sure.
they
I
were
can't even
in
say it, bro.
control. And control, well,
Oh hell no.
here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it.
That's a part game.
We are seduced by it, but we never really possess it. You see, life can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the power of what we're up against and still believing that we can win.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited for the actual opening night live, in which you'll see some Destiny 2, you'll see Fall Guys Season 2, you'll see Black Ops Cold War, that mysterious PlayStation 5 demo, some things we've probably never heard of before. I think it's going to be a very good show. I'm personally excited about it. Me. I should thank you, actually, for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes. It is appreciated.
Chris ain't
But
getting shit
seriously,
this fall.
enjoy the show.
Okay, GameCom is starting right now, I guess.
So what's the plan?
They need to fix this shit, bro. This shit lagging.
To take control of our world. When we feel out of place, disconnected, and divided,
Always repercussions.
do we have what it takes
Alright, I'm going in.
to be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate who we are
This is humanity's chance to repent.
and what we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom, opening night live.
So I'm guessing multiple nights. This is the opening night.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games.
Damn right.
And with that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek.
Right, Johnny.
Dan, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars that built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason.
What's up, Predator
Seeing
Hawk?
all those personalities mixed with some of the new characters.
Yeah, I want y'all
so
to
the
pop up on
campaign
the screen
takes
and
place
subscribe.
in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction with some branches and some options about how you play through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be.
That's fire right there, bro.
From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside
Fall Guys
some of
lit,
those
bro.
missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the
Man,
hard-driving
thanks,
Call
Predator.
of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we love paying homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer
What's up, Gas Mask
reveal is
Gaming?
coming in
Welcome
September.
to the nation.
But since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
World premiere. I had to say it, then it said.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus.
I was hoping for news about the
1968. Vietnam War.
Breath of the Wild too, bro.
Vietcong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, We acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus, the CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die. Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular, most likely illegal. If the press gets a hold...
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Pancakes. Of a stream. Alright, you need to get this shit together, bro. Let me see if I could fix this.
Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious
tripping.
innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
Unknown Line Awakening. Let's go, for real.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
Yo, pal, thanks for the sub, bro. Welcome to the Broken Nation. Hit that like button too. Everyone watching, I appreciate that. Oh, damn.
"2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
Hey Jeff, it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
For a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
That's for real.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
It's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories, and of course it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in. I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story of what happens when you don't have power. What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues.
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age
What's up, Ninja?
is a really close relationship with game characters.
What's up, Sharp Nicholas? Yeah, right.
We want characters to either be loved.
You heard the man. What's up to the NeonNinja?
Examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want
Man,
to
pop up
marry
his
him,
streams.
another part want to do both.
They call me
Live shout out.
the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move.
What's up, Ninja Dodo now?
Players want in a suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay.
They ain't showing shit I'm done.
That's the good kind of rumble.
Hey, they're working on it.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens.
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make change in the world.
Dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time. Next up, it's time for something special.
Great Scott. I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Well, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmanuel Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not.
Oh, the real Parker. What's up, bro?
Yeah, we know who you are, but what
Jeff, I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Shire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility
China.
otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program.
I remember your Ryan forgot.
7 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
What?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos.
What the fuck?
In 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2. Now, doctor's orders.
What?
Sorry to give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go? We got it. He looks good as new.
Now grab the good armor, bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying.
When will be this thing for a new pack? I don't know, bro.
Jesus Christ! We're back!
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator. Only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
What the fuck is this? did.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
In a world gone strange, one elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help. Here, slip on this little beauty for effect. Sam, I'm blind. Oh, hello, miss.
I don't even know, bro.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2.
Boo.
Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as Covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these Covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give
thanks
you
for
a closer
liking
look
the
at the
stream,
noble
Red
and pure
Ninja.
Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
Save my soul.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Okay.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen, I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path. Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed. Enough!
The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon.
Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
Yes.
Then prepare yourself.
The moment he falls, we will claim him.
Where's JW2?
I see.
God damn, boring. Hey, there's more to come.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember,
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look at Bastion. Now, we know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
Omae wa mou shindiru. Nani?
October 27th, it is official. And we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Hey. Yo, I don't know nothing about this game.
They have returned. They corrupted. Divided. Conquered. Until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest.
Congratulations, you have reached 100 metrics a day with this thing.
Now, you guys may remember back in June, I had some masked fun with my buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. With the game coming in October, Crash, of course, had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot. What?
Bandicoot?
He's where?
Oh, you got a bird. Oh, you got a mask. It's a big ass mask.